The idea of a smart door lock is appealing to me because, well, there's so many benefits and features that I would find useful. So I pitched the idea at the other part of my family that has to rubber stamp new additional technology arrivals in the home, and it was knocked back because it's ugly, apparently. Well, today we're talking with Geoff Quattromani about smart door locks and some of the benefits of them, and maybe we might be able to find one that isn't deemed ugly. How are you, sir?
Really well, Charlie. How are you?
Good. I'm speaking with a little bit of bewilderment because smart door lock adds so many levels of flexibility to entering your home. Let's maybe go through your sort of top three areas of that to begin with. Where are those main three benefits of a smart door lock?
So the first of all, the biggest thing to know is that you don't have to physically carry a key. You can literally use your phone, have proximity sensing that as you start to walk towards the door, it unlocks automatically. But even think about when you've got visitors coming, if they catch you and you're not home, you can actually let them into the house. You can do that from your phone, or you can give people a virtual key that they can actually come and walk into the home as well. So you've got this convenience element of not having to worry about that little piece of steel that guards the door. There's so many other ways to lock and unlock the door, especially if you've got kids who do forget to lock the door behind them.
The person going through the door, if they don't have a phone, it's a PIN code. Some of them, not all of them. All of them have a PIN code option that you can add.
Some of them do, some of them don't. So the one from Samsung, for example, this one I'm holding up here, it's got a screen on the front where they can just put in a PIN code and you can randomize that for guests that are coming, or you can have a regular one that you would use. It's also got a fingerprint sensor on the front too, which is completely unique, whereby you touch your finger on the sensor and the door unlocks. The one that I'm testing from NUKI, or NUKI if it's actually pronounced properly, that particular unit is on the front, looks like it's a normal key barrel. On the inside is where all the smarts are, and that's where it's all electronically controlled. Or you can carry a key fob like you have for a car, that as you approach it, the door unlocks as well.
So just hold on that vision there. Just go back to that vision with the shot. That one, that right there. That doesn't look ugly. Yep. That actually looks quite...
It's not too...
organically well designed, whatever the word is.
It's definitely gotten a lot better. They used to be a long panel that also had the door handle built in, and this is where the change has come about, is you'll see that has no handle on it. You can't pull the door shut with that Samsung lock, but you would normally have a separate handle above it, which doesn't have any sort of mechanism except for pulling and closing. But that PIN code, or using your smartphone or your fingerprint, gets you in. And that is a small unit. The one from NUKI is all on the inside. So from the outside, people wouldn't even know that you've got a smart lock. So it looks even better again.
So do we have that NUKI vision? Can we see what the NUKI looks like?
I've also got it here on a fake door. That's the inside of it here. It is a unit that's battery powered. And then on the front, if I flip it around, this is my little fake door, you've just got your traditional key barrel. Because what NUKI does is they allow you to use the key inside the mechanism. So it's just bolted on to your existing lock. You're not changing anything on the door. You're just bolting this product onto the actual key lock itself.
So just hold that barrel up again, right? Just so I can see the barrel, which is the view you're going to see from outside the front door. That is as ugly as entering a regular door lock, right?
It's the same door lock you would already have. Absolutely.
Exactly. I think we might be able to put forward a bit of a presentation on this one and see if we can get this one through Congress of the Home. The other benefit that you're talking about, though, I mean, is this ability for the kids to just arrive home from school, even if they don't have a phone, they can arrive home from school. They don't need to remember keys, which they often lose, for example.
Absolutely. So what I like here is the first of all, the proximity feature, so that if they've got a key fob, which is almost a very small dongle that they can walk up to the door, it detects that they're there and they can walk straight in. They could even just call you and say, look, the door's locked, and you could be from anywhere in the world unlocking the front door for them and actually even locking it to make sure it's been locked after they've left or come back in. So you've got this benefit there, and there is a keypad for the NUKI, and obviously there's one built into the Samsung that you can also have a unique code on as well. So there's actually more ways to unlock the door with a smart lock than there is with a traditional lock.
The cost and then the installation are obviously going to be two factors that affect whether somebody gets one of these added to their home. Talk us through those.
So first of all, the Samsung, which is the lock barrel, it's the whole kit and caboodle. That one you're looking at $569. Installation can still be DIY if you don't mind handling a screwdriver and an Allen key.
Yeah.
Whereas the NUKI starts from $400 and it goes up depending on all the different fobs and things like that you want with it. This one is very DIY because it just does go on your existing lock. You're literally doing all the installation from the inside, putting the product on top of it, connecting it to your smart home and your smartphone, and away you go. So that one could not be easier, whereas the Samsung one just needs to be a little bit handy, but anyone can do it themselves, really.
Well, I mean, if you can unbox a 65-inch Samsung TV, then no doubt you can install your Samsung lock on the front door of your house. The other thing is about batteries and concerns around hacking and all those kinds of things. How often are you needing to replace the battery? What's the recommendation?
So it always comes back down to usage and how often you are using the door. Samsung think that you'll be able to get around a year of battery life out of their particular product. They just take AA batteries, so that's something to remember. Keep them spare. You'll get plenty of notification leading up to when it's low battery, so you're not going to get caught out. With the NUKI product, even if the battery is dead, you've still got that key barrel there. Stick your key in and you can open it. Whereas with the Samsung, you really do need to make sure you change those batteries because there's not a lot of ways to override it. So you need to be aware of that. Keep those batteries charged and make sure that when you do get home, if you see that amber light on or even if it's red, you better change those batteries.
We are getting a new front door and I think we might bundle the arrival of a smart door lock with the new front door. It might be sort of a package bill through Congress, if you like. We'll put them together and then get the vote of the House. It's a wonderful world, the smart lock. Lots of benefit, lots of cool features to it. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of other features that we don't have time to get to today. We might talk about that another time. Maybe once I've got my own smart door lock installed on my house. Geoff Quattromani, good to chat to you. Thanks for your time today. We'll chat to you again next week.
Thanks, Charlie.